What is up, fight fans? Dang, they are actually dropping info after info after info, and they may have slipped something in there that they weren't aware of that I'm gonna update you on today. Getting a community manager appears to be paying off because we are getting consistent flow from Esports Boxing Club. Now let's go ahead and dive right into it. I'm Edward, and you're watching Boxing Fanatico. Alrighty guys, so some interesting development in terms of the news that we have been receiving from Esports Boxing Club and Steel City Interactive, which is the indie developers who are making this game. So of course you guys know about all the stuff in terms of the video that we have, but an interesting new tidbit is that Steel City Interactive actually commented on my video in which I talk about the information that they revealed, the major news that they revealed in the WBC conference. And they said that even the gameplay footage that we saw when they were shadowboxing, that even that footage has been further refined, and even the mechanics of that have been further refined, so it's more realistic. But he also mentioned the sculpting, the 3D modeling. He said names that we already were aware of: Arturo Gatti, Joe Frazier, but may have accidentally or inadvertently or possibly purposefully revealed that also Rocky Marciano is in the game. So we can confirm that Rocky Marciano is now in the game. They have 50 plus fighters confirmed from the previous list that they showed us, but now they're saying it's 57 fighters and counting, and we can say that Rocky Marciano is part of that list now based off of their response on my comment section. But there have been some more developments on Esports Boxing Club. They are on an acquisition mission, and by that I mean they're grabbing everything up. They even acquired Compubox. Yes, the company that's used throughout all of boxing to count punch hits, misses, punch stats, percentages. Compubox has been acquired by Esports Boxing Club. Now, what does this tell you? You might be sitting back and thinking to yourself, well, what's even the point of getting Compubox? You can make your own thing, and it's because this is how authentic and deep they are going. They are thinking so outside the box from your normal. They truly want the sensation to feel like they are emulating the sport of boxing. That's what these type of acquisitions tell me. The fact that they care about your trainer and who that person is and not making him a generic person that doesn't exist. The fact that they care about your promoter and who that person is and not making that person a generic person that doesn't exist. The fact that they're acquiring not just fighters, but also everyone around fighters, commentators, referees, that these people are actual people and that they're signing them, to me shows a creative, outside the box system for creating a true simulation style boxing game. And now that they have Compubox, now your punch stats will be recorded by Compubox in-game, auto-generated, as well as possibly be recorded by Compubox when they're in the major tournaments where you are going up against another opponent for the WBC Physical Belt. Because remember, this is going to be a truly sanctioned belt. It's going to be recognized by boxing boards and will be awarded to you physically as well as digitally. This is just how deep they're going. Remember when I mentioned in my major news video that they were looking at betting companies and how to connect that to their game when there's major fights? This is because they are trying to create the parallel universe of true boxing with boxing simulation. They're not trying to make a hokey arcade game. They're not trying to just make you get your boxing fix. They're trying to elevate the game. They're trying to revolutionize combat sports. And when they acquired something like Compubox, that tells me that they are full force ahead with that ideology. Let's make this 100% simulation so that the viewer senses it in all aspects of the game, not just the actual combat. And to further emphasize that, they've acquired promoter Lou DiBella, as they tweeted that Lou DiBella has been acquired as one of their promoters, as you could do the story mode or the career mode and link yourself with different promoters if you like. They've also acquired Eddie Reynoso, which is part of the training camp of Canelo Alvarez, which kind of shows me that there could be a lot of pull from the WBC, from Ring Magazine, from Golden Boy Promotion, as they're part of Ring Magazine. So all of this is looking really good. Keep in mind, guys, that the boxing game, that this game is scheduled to be set as a season game with multiple seasons adding more fighters, which means that they're trying to build the best system that they can, because they're not thinking about, you know, Esports Boxing 2 and Esports Boxing 3 and 4 on a yearly basis. No, they're trying to release one game with a great foundation, and then they're going to be adding fighters onto this game. With all these acquisitions, what it does is it not only allows them to show credibility to us, the gamers, but it allows them to show credibility to other fighters. So if another fighter doesn't know what game to go to, these acquisitions are making that choice very easy for the majority of fighters out there. Esports Boxing Club is where you want to be. Now, when they release, depending on how they do, their success, the success can grow over time because it's seasonal. It's not based on that one release. It could be, you know, people start to see that it exists and want to be a part of it. The success will continue to grow, and then other fighters can decide to hop on board. But acquiring Eddie Reynoso, and that means he's being scanned, and that means he's being involved in all of this, it's not too far of a reach to say that we can easily just get Canelo Alvarez after that. Then you get Canelo Alvarez and you send a bombshell, a ripple effect to other major boxers in the top 10 pound for pound list to say, hey, this is it. If Canelo's on here, you need to be on here. And people will get on there because Canelo is a superstar who's agreeing to be in this game. And you can argue that in terms of the active fighters, he is the most popular based on his pay-per-view numbers versus the rest of them. It's easy to see that ripple to Lomachenko getting on there, Manny Pacquiao getting on there. The only person that I might see resistance from is maybe Floyd Mayweather, because he's shown resistance in the past, but you never know. Even he can change his mind. We will just have to wait and see. But you don't have to think that it's set in stone, that once the game releases, this is all that you have, because it's seasonal and they'll have more fighters added over time. And you can best believe if it gets popular, you'll see more popular people get on the esports boxing train. So that's all that I have for you for today, guys, but keep it locked on Boxing Fanatico. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit be notified for all videos, because I will drop videos once information drops for Esports Boxing Club, so you can stay up to date on the newest and most promising boxing game that we have had in almost 10 years. This is Edward from Boxing Fanatico. I'll see you guys next time.